guys, one day I got that wrong thing. Blah blah blah. Echo.
The abuse of Reg 225, a powerful painkiller originally meant for managing severe medical conditions, has spiraled into a full-blown addiction crisis, clutching Ghana's youth in a deadly grip. My investigation into the casual misuse of this opioid led me to Odona, at the heart of Kwame Circle in Accra, where the trade is spreading like wildfire, unchecked and unafraid. The silent epidemic is tightening its grip on Ghana, an invisible war numbing the very future of the nation. In the middle of this chaos, I met 29-year-old Safia Azumi Faustina. Her body trembled under the influence of a drug she could barely name, and with vacant eyes, she offered herself for sex for as little as 20 Ghana cedis. We walked deep into the ghetto, far from where I found her, just so I could hear her story. Her eloquence struck me. Too sharp, too clear for someone so consumed. I wondered why.
My parents forever once never gave me to believe in second chance.
She could barely keep her balance. She had just taken a few tablets and the euphoria had taken hold.
Nothing. Because I could maybe bleed sometimes and it comes so hard. I deserve to take some pills and feel relieved. And I take pills most times. I could take injection too.
A mother of a 9-year-old boy, her moments of joy are fleeting. She has endured too much, and Red has only made it worse.
My kid is 9 years. I got operated of appendix.
You?
Yes, please. Before I give birth to my child. And I guess I'm fine. Sometimes I could take some tablets to just feel so hefty to work.
Not long ago, she collapsed hard. The jagged scar on her shoulder is a reminder of the price she's paid.
Yes, my mistake.
So sorry about that.
The red opioid is taking over here. It is not just a street drug. It is becoming a way of life, eating away at the soul of a generation that has no intention of stopping. I needed to understand how this drug was circulating so freely despite a national warning to crack down on its distribution. That was how I met Hayford Kwesi Bosompeng, 40 years old. He has battled addiction for over 2 decades and has lived through multiple waves of Ghana's drug problem.
I'm standing right under the auto drain, and this is a makeshift structure that has been created from the other side of the bridge here, and this is where someone lives. The person of Hayford. Hayford has been here for the past 3 years. Life hasn't been really easy for him, and you can clearly see that the space is not suitable for a person to live in. But that has been his situation since he came to the capital here to seek for greener pastures. He's at the moment hooked on drugs that is gradually eating up on him and his health as well. And he's testified to the fact that quite a number of the youth in here are addicted to the red opioids, and it is gradually killing them. He made mention of the fact that some of the men or young boys are seen around dozing off whilst still taking the substance just to give them some sort of euphoria or a feel that will make them feel on top of the world. But aside all of that, this is how the ending looks like for them when the skies get darker.
When they say boys in the mobile, they say we jail and police for number. First, they no see. Amonum tete. Say lo kwa mukula no watu.
Because I was an unfamiliar face, the dealers would not sell to me directly. They are much aware what they're doing is illegal. Hayford made the purchase for me. A tablet cost 10 Ghana cedis.
Whilst the Ministry for Youth Development and Empowerment is trying so hard to get the red drug substance off the market, there are still people in here who are selling them. And I just got one, which I am about to open so that we see how it is. And this is exactly how it looks. Absolutely. And this is happening in here right at Circle, where a lot of people are selling this substance to mostly the youth.
When night falls at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, a different kind of market comes alive. Young men, most of whom survive on menial jobs, spend their day's earnings chasing the high. Many of them sleep on the streets under open skies, trapped in a cycle of addiction and survival. Kwabena Osei, 26, was settling down for the night when I met him. He openly admitted to using red. Before we spoke, he insisted on taking a pill. It's a brisk business here, fast, quiet and routine. My hidden cameras followed him to the very heart of Circle, at the spot where the pills change hands.
You get up. So you be how much?
Kwabena says he uses the drug to relax after work or to enhance intimacy with his wife.
Correct, because in my area, I be a long journey.
He says he wants to quit, but he's already hooked. This may be one of the biggest drug markets in the country. Red 225, a 225 milligram dose of tramadol, was never meant to be taken this way. But on these streets, it's king. Those who abuse it go to great lengths to secure their next dose, no matter the cost of their bodies or their lives. The red crisis is not just an Accra problem. I traveled to Kumasi in the Ashanti region to understand how far the epidemic has spread. From a place locals now call Colombia. The name alone says it all. Here, an abandoned structure has become home for dozens of users. I met Emmanuel Asamavong, 38, a father of 3, who now feels he has lost everything. Despite warnings from family, he ignored them. Today, he blames himself for the death of his mother.
And I'm fond of somewhere base. First cry me banana say or train cocaine me to me be different in some 80 so say no. So na me say a bedroom na be dem bedroom pempe so see. Mammy, if I would do ya, mammy, no be fry. My woman's a the media swarding. Until my mammy to me for caviar stay. I fear why I'm mammy. Tim. Mammy will cry na me or town 3 months na me by fee.
His sister, a hairstylist, struggles to stay connected to him. She loves him, but the shame is too heavy.
I'm feeling bad because it is paining me. He's my real brother, but I don't have any help to help him. Have you seen? If somebody will help him, then he should think the thing that she's doing, leave it. That one day, I pray for everybody that they will come and help him because I don't have anything to help him. Always when I'm going out and when she meets me, sister, can you help me? I want 20 cedis, 50 cedis to buy something. And I also carry water to go and sell. So I can't sell that water 50% and go and give it to him that she will survive. No, I also have a children. 3 children, looking for them. I'm a single parent. When I meet him, I don't want people to know that he's my brother because I'm feeling sad, pity. Sometimes they can catch him somewhere, beating him, and I'm passing there. I'm supposed to go another way, find another place and pass there and go because I'm feeling bad. That's when there's drilling. She's my brother. It's paining me, but I don't have anything to do on it.
Emmanuel is not alone. Kofi Deborah, once a proud commercial driver, now repairs umbrellas for survival. He walks under the scorching sun daily, praying for work. On the day I met him, it was already 2:15 p.m. and he had not eaten.
Now for some years, the chili or galamisa, I see a druby, a conumbi na jaya, timid aqua, jumaco, acobohad. I'm a coso bishay and Sam in the mise, oh, the canwan and the giant in your easy.
If he earns money, drugs come first.
That crocra, Miss Olena may be a no fitiano pana. Ubisema some crana me wolf. Me share blabono, men fefu and nama bontin boys. The way musi namo, it is a ubia free, gentle, maybe biana, it is I say, men come, my men who say, oh, me more damn so me tibia be no notice about them. Oh. That is a drissana, a dream lenana, a jama dream. I say, oh, minya mijai.
He still believes he can turn things around. Until then, he looks up at the sky, waiting for a miracle.
I can me come and mudru baby. Now if me drew ye and that is a me demi hura we mono, a mamma ni mu nyamu na mani pebi okra me huna just a me dodgy. Because the way first na me sit here no bra na me so me te say wa me strong te say wa me dressing neat me bibia ba me di me hura we say mo no dey bra say my bra bebre a me bo nyankopon pa say me nya boafo bi aja on so be bo anka metime jai ko metime jai a me say me first no.
His friend Daniel Edu was once a married man with children. Today he does not know where his family is.
Drug no amama ne me rent over years ache kura ye ko ba yani se afi ade na me de me ho be hye mu no afi amama nya sika ahwe wo etina amama de ahometi afiri o mo che se me ko pa adwumaye na me ba ya no so na mabeto amane hu no we mu ene ma nko yi ama o mo so o mo ntimi nka biem me nkura phone ma o miensa me nim baby a o mo right now kase me nim baby o mo pa na me.
His addiction pushed them away. It breaks him.
Me di ho yaw e di ho areho wo me mu bebre every say because Bible nyankopon kra me ati say o no wan show bakura problem adeso o ho aso twen de ma e bone iti ama me di ho yaw bebre e wo me mu and ade na me ye no so forces to do it enya me pe iti ama me ntimi nya ne me pe ntimi nde me ho.
He has tried to seek help, but the cost of rehab is a barrier too high to climb.
Oh, I'm going to month in almost 30 million. Na me so say zika me go fa no wo hen. Me pa omo chobia me da omo gate ya no kra ma de achi. Ti right now me hia moa. say obi hu me mobo.
In Asawase, I met Philip David, 31, a tricycle operator who has been taking red for nearly 5 years. Every morning, before hitting the road, he passes through his local ghetto to link up with his peers. When it's time to work, he keeps his pills close, just enough to boost his strength for the day ahead.
When you are going through, you have to take red because your eyes should be red.
Did you take some this morning?
Yeah, last night I've taken and it used to work several times. So from now on to tomorrow's morning, even if I don't take, it will still give me. When you take red, you feel your vibes mutually. So many things that red used to give, and not even now. People, girls, boys, now red has been a sex pills to many.
Will you say you are addicted to it?
Yes, I'm addicted so far because I'm addicted like since I want to live it, but still I used to. So yeah, sometimes it's worrying me when I look at my background, but even deep so down, we are still working on it.
To many, like Philip, red is not just a drug, it is an escape.
It is hard to handle it because it will over in your mind, you see. So that is why I said that it is not good for anyone. Even in the public, you standing doing like that is not correct. If it is good for you, how will you react like that?
In communities drowning in unemployment, poverty and despair, red offers a brief high, a temporary detachment from pain. But the aftermath is always devastating. In Abuabo Royal, a slum and famous for its lawlessness, we entered a space where outsiders are rarely welcomed. Young men lined the streets, some dissolving pills into energy drinks, a method many believe enhances the drug's potency. The community leader admitted he had tried red before.
My tribe that by senior amount for situation, Obi wonum crowd who say what Jina car kwan car bit me up, cut me bono, beating in ya know that deal ana
Oh, try an air or day.
Oh, me try no de. Yeah, me to me say because sometimes cry be to me num. Edi aye scraps jimanu. Ebi so on mu awon num abeka nche say jimanu kura entimi nkoyi. By ebia na nka omudi ye ejuma kura eye say na wudi akotina ka kwan usa discreto. Eye ti anum no scraps nko na ye ton wan shop by the cost no empe enye.
A young man beside him, clearly more involved, was too afraid to speak freely. He chose to lie instead.
Ya senti kai kana jin turanci ne da gimin banza.
Turanci nan ne. Me be fabi kura me master kura wat me kase mami fabi. E wada empene e wada na me fa ready no. Ba nye de bia me hard work suna me condemn me juma.
A short walk through these ghettos reveals a haunting reality. In Ashtown, another Kumasi suburb, the youth appear disheveled, ghosts of themselves, living proof of red's destruction.
That medicine we are taking, that medicine helps us to think, to live with ourselves, to better feed ourselves. So we want to stop the medicine. And we go take gun, we go rob, daytime. Because we are sucking us. Where are we going?
When you take the red, how does it make you feel?
That one, it make me like, if I want to go do bad thing, but because of the red, if I take that thing, I become comfortable. I think so, I should stop. Maybe I can die or I can, you see. So that one help us. It doesn't mean that some people, maybe somebody can take alcohol. they go tell him say the thing is red, but it's not red, it's alcohol.
Someone will take cocaine, they will say it's red.
I really understand.
Any concerned mind should be disturbed and be worried about the trend that some of our young people are taking, especially those who are abusing drugs or opioids.
It's okay for us. For myself, it's okay for us.
By me back me now for it and chain banner final never to an my day. Now see quite major stuff from Quanamitri. Massman or some page my inside the boys and I'll sure I don't also be a persuade. So I say.
Many here defend their use of the drug. It gives them energy, confidence, and a sense of belonging.
We know that it's not good. That's why we do and for one side and things. But for now, we have been ordered to stop. Yeah, it's not all of us where we use that medicine to roam about and things. Mostly we use those medicine for work, then release some stress of our body. And so you need to talk to the government for us. Because when we are able to stop this work, we need work. Like if we make some work where we will be able to employ, else we are going to do bad at. For me, I take it as a medicine. When I get up from bed without that medicine, I won't be able to be active.
Despite laws banning its use, enforcement remains weak. Raids happen, arrests are made, but nothing changes.
At a point in time, the country will come to a standstill. And so we must, as a nation, be concerned about what happens to that critical human resource or that critical resource we have.
We are seeing where we do. Hey, somebody thing, nobody don't like somebody. It's our own thing where we like and hustling where we do. Why? If I take I think good things and good things to go come by be soon. By the thing where they are doing there, like they do the thing. You see, be the Rastamans where they vote for them. Okay, if you know, okay, if we know be the boys we they got now, I know be the old men so. If you will be the generation niggas.
Education around the drug's effects is almost non-existent here, and a generation is gradually being swept away.
The intake of red is largely accepted in here. These people you see right behind me are saying that this is a drug that really helps them a lot when it comes to giving them energy to be able to work and also sustain them for a very long time to be able to move throughout the day. They are claiming that for those who are calling for it to be abolished in the markets, it is a no for them. They want it to be sold in the markets and also they will not stop consuming it.
Health professionals warn that Red 225, when abused, can cause respiratory failure, heart problems, mental breakdowns, and even death. Emergency cases linked to the drug are rising.
Some of the mild side effects are nausea, vomiting, confusion. Then as you go on, you can get hypertension, hypotension, tachycardia. That means that your heart beats very fast. Hallucination. So even when they are not asleep, they are seeing things. So somebody can be there, thinks that there's a lion after him, so you are hallucinating. As you go on, you can get depression, and eventually it can actually lead to death. One of the major side effects is addiction, because addiction is worse because every time you want to take the drug some more, and therefore you experience more side effects. So the first regulation we put in place, we made the minister issue an executive instrument that said that apart from any strength higher than 100 milligrams cannot be imported into the country. That is for tramadol. The other products are not registered, so they should not be allowed in. But in the past, we picked up samples, a few from the north, and even from Accra, where people are selling them in strips. And when we see them, we destroy them, we take them, and then we seize them and we destroy. So the regulations are enforced.
As the youth fall deeper into addiction, families look on powerless. Many have already buried loved ones because of this drug. Ghana is no stranger to drug abuse, but this crisis is different, wider, deeper, and far more dangerous. It is killing silently. Substance abuse among Ghanaian youth is rising sharply. Beyond health issues, the addiction crisis is tearing communities apart. It fuels theft, violence, and even sexual exploitation. The state cannot look away any longer. Authorities are beginning to act, tightening regulations on Red 225. The Food and Drugs Authority has seized and destroyed massive quantities of the pills.
We've increased our border presence. At the airport, we are now working 24 hours. At the port, we already work 24 hours. So we're going to start working 24 hours at the airport so that if a consignment comes, it cannot evade us. It cannot be cleared or moved out without us seeing. So that's what we're going to do.
The Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment has promised intervention.
If we don't deal with this holistically and drastically, a time will come we will have a deficiency or a deficit in the number of people who will be available and able to work. This threat is real, and I've said time without number that this is even bigger than a Galamsey threat that has engulfed this country. Because the reasons are simple. It can hit very close to home. Our tertiary institutions are becoming epicenters for this menace. We must enforce the measures so that it is strictly adhered to. The drug should not find its way onto the market. Everybody who brings it in, there should be a proper stock taking so that we know and we're able to follow the trail. So that if 10 is released to you, we're able to follow and know that the 10 went to ABCD. We must also check our pharmacies at the various hospitals.
But will that be enough? And even if it is, can the already overstretched and under-resourced rehab centers carry the burden?
Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console.
Majority of the people that comes here, mostly the youth, who we expect that they are going to become the future of the country. So it's totally alarming. You have to be here for a minimum of 3 months and a maximum of 6 months. Addiction doesn't know the color or the type of person you are or anything. It can happen to anybody. So we should be able to also help them when you suspect somebody with such conditions.
Ghana stands at a crucial juncture. Without urgent decisive action, an entire generation could be lost to addiction. The time to act is not tomorrow. The time is now. Godwin Asediba, TV3.